Hi, my name is Robin Wong. I'm a photographer based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I have with me the Olympus 60 f2.8 macro lens. In this video, I want to share my thoughts on why I think this is the best macro lens for Micro Four Thirds system. Let's do this! Fun fact, I have actually never owned the Olympus 60 f2.8 macro lens before. Previously, I was an Olympus visionary, and one of the perks is I get full access to any camera or lenses, and I had one Olympus 60 f2.8 macro for long-term loan. While I was having that lens, I've created many content on my blog as well as on my YouTube channel. This Olympus 60 f2.8 macro remains as my favorite macro lens for Micro Four Thirds. I think it is a fantastic lens, and recently I found one in the used market at a price that I really cannot resist. So I purchased this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro lens with my own money. Finally, I've owned one after all these years, and I can't wait to bring this lens out to shoot some beautiful insect photography. Here are my 5 reasons why I really love this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro lens. Number 1, the lens is so small and so compact. Not just a macro lens, but this is a medium telephoto lens. It is 120mm equivalent in 35mm full frame format. It is a versatile focal length that is very useful for macro photography. And despite it being such a long lens and it has full 100% magnification, the lens is still very small, very compact, and I love the size because it's very easy to handhold. And if you know my technique for shooting macro, I'm holding the lens on the camera with one hand while I hold the flash and the diffuser on another hand. So this small size and lightweight really helps with my handling and my macro shooting technique. Reason number 2, practical minimum walking distance. I shoot mainly insect macro photography. When I go close to the bugs and tiny creatures, I don't want to spook them away. So having a practical minimum focusing distance, allowing some working distance between the lens and the subject, not going in too close, is very, very important for me. And I find that this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro does just that. Reason number 3, excellent image quality. This is one of the sharpest lenses for Micro Four Thirds system. The image quality coming out from this lens is excellent. There's basically no traces of distortion, minimal chromatic aberration. All the technical flaws are very, very well controlled. Even at wide open f2.8, the lens is already super sharp, and at full magnification, when you go really, really close to the subject, the close-up shooting performance is incredible. I think that this lens renders beautiful macro images. It is already so good that even if there are better macro lenses out there, I don't really care. I'm already so happy with what this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro can do for me. Reason number 4, weather sealing. As you know that I'm now in Malaysia and it rains a lot in Malaysia. So having weather sealing, the splash-proof design on this lens is extremely important for me. Sometimes I shoot outdoor and it rains, so I don't have to worry about my gear. My camera is weather sealed, my lens is weather sealed, they are well protected. And finally, reason number 5, reliable autofocus. I know there are many budget options for manual focusing lens out there. There are lenses from Silver Artisan, TT Artisan, or Per Gear, and they give really good magnification and very decent image quality as well. However, these macro lenses, they are manual focus operation only, and once you have used autofocus and you've experienced how convenient it is, especially on this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro, it just simplifies your workflow and it just makes shooting macros so much easier. I have no issue using autofocus on this 60 f2.8 macro lens. I'm sure some people ask, hey Robin, how about the OM System 90 f3.5 Macro Pro lens? Isn't that the latest lens from OM System? That should be the greatest macro lens for Micro Four Thirds system currently. I acknowledge that the OM System 90 Macro does a few things better than this older Olympus 60 macro lens. For example, it does have better magnification ratio to begin with, and you can add on teleconverters to achieve even more magnification. It has built-in image stabilization. But have you seen the size of that thing? That OM System 90 macro is so huge and it is so heavy. It just defeats the purpose of having a Micro Four Thirds system to begin with. I know it is a longer lens, it has more magnification ratio, it's impossible to make it small, but I'm perfectly happy with this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro. I think it gives me enough magnification. I never wish I have more magnification with this lens for the kind of photography that I do, right? If I want more magnification, I can attach extension tubes, which is not expensive, right? And some people will claim that, but the OM System 90 is a new lens, it has better optical quality, it is a pro lens. Well, here's the thing. This Olympus 60 f2.8 macro is already so sharp, it produces excellent image quality shooting close up. I never wish that the image quality was any better. Even if it's any better, it does not matter. This is already so good. I'm perfectly happy with what this lens can do. And the cost difference, oh my goodness. The OM System 90 macro is so expensive. And as a photographer that doesn't earn his income from macro photography, I'm only doing macro photography for fun, right? I'm a macro hobbyist. It doesn't make sense for me to spend such a huge chunk of my money on a macro lens. Of course, if you are a professional photographer doing macro photography, go for the 90 f3.5 because you can get return of investment after you've paid for that lens, but I earn nothing from my macro photography. So yeah, this lens, the Olympus 60 f2.8, which I got quite cheap in the used market at a fraction of the cost of the OM System 90 lens. It gives me enough magnification, it gives me excellent image quality, it is still so small, so light, it's so much easier to handle on my camera. I can use it single-handedly for my shooting technique. So yeah, for me, this Olympus 60 f2.8 is still the best Micro Four Thirds macro lens out there. for those of you who are interested in learning my inside macro shooting technique, I've done a video before. I'll put a link to the video up here. Please check it out. I've shared everything about me doing my inside macro, from the lens, the camera, all the settings in the camera, my flash setup, the type of diffuser that I use, how I control the flash, how I execute my shots. Everything is in that video. So please check it out and maybe you'll learn a thing or two. That's all I have to share about why I love this Olympus 60 f2.8 macro lens and why I think it is the best macro lens for Micro Four Thirds system. Do you agree with my findings? Or if you have any other thoughts, please share them in the comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you've enjoyed looking at my photographs, if you found my sharing beneficial, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do that. Any small contribution goes a long way. It will definitely help me to continue making more content and publish them right here. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye.